slide. Through dark sight you clearly seek the path. Pull the air deep, make the mind soar. Breathe away gently, in gales you'll drift. Heal, heal the way. The wheel revolves, the dreams weave in a turning view. The magic chant draws the ghost from its frame. Far past the gate, past the silken mesh, sent forth on stripped feet. Away ye sorrow. Heal, heal the way. Deep in your center core, a sharp climb awaits. High atop Healing Hill, 9 ladies attend. At the first point where roads meet, you halt, leave ropes behind and all you hold. Where you are going they'll be of no help. The weight diminishes, but hard is the climb ahead. Diminishes, but hard is the climb ahead. Help, heal, heal the way. At the third point, where roads meet, you halt, leave dread behind, let drop all shells. Where you are going, they'll be of no help. The weight diminishes, but hard is the climb ahead. On the peak, the summit feels you. North stirs a raven wing, the gale it pulls. The spirit ladies whirl around you. They hum for you, voicing potent signs. Help, heal, heal the way. Wounds and sickness, of marrow and blood, heal the way. Of meat and bone, help, heal, heal the way. Of flesh and skin, help. Into weather and wind you fade. I beckon you into the summit blue, where neither day nor moonlight can find you. I beckon you into the thicket where no one lives, and out to the deep where no man oars. Deep where no man oars. Far beneath the landlocked rock, out of ruins path. Help, heal the way. Sprint through the currents, sprint through the currents, and roll with the water swells. Help, heal, heal the way. Healing Hill bites for infinity. It soothes the unwell and the pain. Each and every soul who ascends that stone will find their chronic sickness healed. Leave it behind on Healing Hill, where the torrents and brooks leap northwards and down. That summit heals all those who rise. The giantess Mengler upon the Healing Hill whispers. Her boten and för en Erland, the healing is here, but the journey is long. Takk du dagen steiner tin de sinum sønn. Take a dead stone that has lost its song. Gullbruen ringer fyrir hjarta slær. The gold bridge rings for the heart that beats. Far du til Rótana, þar sem sannleikurinn býr. Go to the roots, where the truth retreats. Heal the way. Heal the way. Heal the way. Heal the way. I breathe the breath of the mountain's core, knocking soft at the hidden door. Landvættir, spirits of stone and of leaf. I come not as master, I come not as thief. With honey and ale, the soil is fed. Awaken the giants, the ancient, the dead. Unbind the Hugr, let the vision go thin. The journey outside is the journey within. Oh, hey, hey. Weight of the forest, weight of the mound. I walk on the air though my feet touch the ground. Through the eye of the beetle, through the sap of the pine, my spirit is weaving, my spirit is vine. Past the boundary marker, past the 12-foot height, I'm swimming through shadows, I'm tasting the light. Landvættir guiding the pulse in my veins. The seer is riding, he's slipping the reins. From the root to the crown, from the dirt to the sky, the land spirits watch as the traveler flies. Bjargið, þar örnin galari. Climb the cliff where the eagle screams. Til fróðsins hásætis í draumum fjallsins. To the frozen throne in the mountain's dream. Konung grandar þungum skýjum. The rocking breeze heavy place where the air is thin. Grjótið beyginn, mósinn hörund. The rock is bone, the moss is skin. Exi veröldina með auga fjagsins. I see the world through the mountains. I jarðar drömmur lýsa himinsins. And earth dream in the sea of the sky. Stone spirit, hear me. Root spirit, hold me. Leaf spirit, hide me. The mind is a forest. The soul is a flame. Call to the spirits and whisper their name. Heya, heya. Unbind the Hugr, let the vision go thin. The journey outside is the journey within. Whoa. Heya, heya. Weight of the forest, weight of the mountain. I walk on the air though my feet touch the ground. Landvættir sleep. Falls away where the roots meet the black. The weight of the mountain is pressed on my back. I step where the spirits are stripped of their name, and leave the bright world to the ash and the flame. No thunder, no warning, no echoing cry. The weight that I carry has swallowed the sigh. My shadow is stretching, a thin reaching vine, as I walk the gold border of the blood and the line. The bridge already knows what the living ignore. The silence I bring to the golden floor. I carry the weight of a song that has died, to cross to the roots on the other side. Gjallarbru with ice and with knives, a torrent that feeds on the echoes of lives. But here is the span, the bright gleaming shelf, the bridge bridge made of gold. For the loss of the self I feel the cold metal, a solid hard light, cutting a path through the womb of the night. The gold doesn't shiver, the gold doesn't moan, it accepts the cold touch of a heart turned to stone. The bridge already knows what the living ignore, the silence I bring to the golden floor. I carry the weight of a song that has died, across to the roots on the other side. She stands on the span like weathered grey stone, Móðguðr the stern on a path of her own. She has watched the fallen go down to the deep, while the gods and the giants are fallen asleep. She looks at my skin, where the warm blood should be, then looks at the gold, staying still at my feet. Móðguðr Gjallarbru, brúin syngur eigi þar exir að skildi. I am Móðguðr, guardian of the Gjallarbru. The bridge does not sing where I see that it should. Pergengir á gullinu með lit lifandi, who walks on the gold with the color of life. Því syngur brúin eigi söng skerr sem knífur. Why doesn't the bridge's song cut like a knife? I went up the hill where the old ways meet, and death took its place right there at my feet. Hversu máttu vera dauður en þú virðist lifandi? How can you be dead but still seem alive? Svara mér, ferðamaður, answer me, traveler. The form is an echo, a skin-deep disguise, while the real death was tasted in the sight of her eyes. The bridge is my witness, it hasn't a lie. Brúin ringdi ekki fyrir hina dauðu menn og eigi syngja. The bridge didn't ring for the dead, it will not sing. Farðu þá, ferðamaður, ræturnar bíða. Go then, traveler, the roots are waiting. The bridge already knows what the living ignore, the silence I bring to the golden floor. I carry the weight of a song that has died, to cross to the roots on the other side. Behind me, the guardian steps back. I move through the mist where the living paths crack. The air grows thicker, the dark presses close, where the secrets of ages are held in repose. The silence is heavy, a thick velvet shroud, safe from the thunder and the ring of the loud. There lies the hound at the mouth of the cave, the crucible waiting at the edge of the grave. Garm, the great watcher, the judge of the skin, is lost in the dreams of his ancient dark kin. His four eyes are shuttered, his breathing is deep, lulled by the silence of the bridge's long sleep. At the gold sung its warning, the beast would be bold, but I slip like a shadow through the dark and the cold. The bridge already knows what the living ignore, the silence I bring to the golden floor. I carry the weight of a song that has died, to cross to the roots on the other side. The bridge stays in silence, the guardian steps back. The hound doesn't waken, the path descends deeper. sun where the memories fade, to seek out the price that the ancestors paid. I walk to the roots where the heavy truths rest, a seeker of silence on a hollowed out quest. I come for the secrets the living have lost, to ask of the masters and measure the cost. To cross the bridge that rings for the living, one must carry a stone that has died for the mountain. A singer there that's lost its song is the only shield that can swallow the golden ring of the Gjallarbru. Ancient stone path is laid by my hand, the debt is paid. Through the roots beneath the floor, I walk through the iron door. Hell keeper of the deep, awaken the secrets that the ages keep. By the ancient stone, the path is wide, the traveler comes with nothing to hide. I've crossed the golden bridge in a shroud of stone, to the belly of the world where the marrow is bone. I bring no prayers and I bring no light, only the weight of the years and the black of the night. Ancient stone, the path is laid by my hand, the debt is paid. Through the roots beneath the floor, I walk through the iron door. Hell keeper of the deep, awaken the secrets that the ages keep. Queen of the covered, who watches the breath, what remains in the second that follows my death. When the name is forgotten and the body is gone, what is the nothing that carries the dawn? The iron door shudders, the mist starts to bloom. As the witness speaks from the quietest womb. Ekkamölfjóð svelgur hver neista. I am the silence that swallows the spark. Gætir þess dóma í hinu myrka. The guardian holding the gap in the dark. Ekka loftinu þar sem áður þú vart. I keep the empty air where you used to be. Hans aldir frjálsa settur hvern stað í bart. Until the everywhere says the somewhere free. That nothing is the anchor, the placeholder's hand. The stitch in the void where no others can stand. When the eye is extinguished and the me is erased, I am the vastness that cannot be faced. I am the silence that swallows the spark. The guardian holding the gap in the dark. I keep the empty air where you used to be. Until the everywhere says the somewhere free. I am the witness of the stillness and deep. The breath of the world at the forgotten key. Equal to the queen, kin to the snake. I walk the road the ancestors make. Neath her could hear the truth I see. From the roots of the tree, let the silence speak. I have crossed the golden bridge in a shroud of stone, to the belly of the world where the marrow is bone. Answer me, serpent in the crush of the deep, where the ghosts of the once was eternally sleep. Are you the end of the line? Are you the rut? Are you the shadow that the heavens forgot? I can create a trescence, menn flæðar inna. I am the cut of the tree, the mouth of the tide. Ek dreg eitri, þar flýtur ár fortíð þinni. I drink the black venom that pours from your past, till it brewed abundant. Är det skuld varas to break the Byrjunin af við rætur trésins fracture the rot at the foot of the tree. I am the gut of the tree, the mouth of the tide, the eater of echoes with nowhere to hide. You call me the teeth and you call me the dread, but I am the stillness of the skin that you shed. I do not weigh the spirit, I do not track the dead, I only dissolve what the years have beget. I drink the black venom that pours from your past to break the old patterns that shouldn't have last. I swallow the stagnance to set the spark free. I fracture the rot at the foot of the tree. Without the great knowing, the world overflows. I am the balance that the shadow cast knows. The silence of hell is the anchor of all, the placeholder standing so it does not fall. She guards the nothing to save the last spark, the witness who holds the long gap in the dark. But the roots of the tree feel the sap and slow grind, where need hope devours the rot of the mind. And nothing is guarded, the something is clean from the womb and the serpent. The lesson is clean that the tree only thrives when the rot is the cost and the we is reclaimed when the I has been lost. The serpent's rot at the well in the root, the queen's quiet floor, to seek out the shadows who hold the back door. I am the guest of the graves, the Hugr on the wing, moving past the gold where the metal bridges ring. The deep roots are breathing, the ancient air is cold, where the truths of the self are starting to unfold. I have walked the red road, where the marrow is bone. I have paid in the silence to stand here alone. I have scoured the rot, I have carried the cost to reclaim the we where the I has been lost. Now answer the traveler, open the deep, awaken the secrets that the ages keep. The mist is a curtain of grey, heavy dew, where the eye of the traveler is starting to unglue. I find the spilled mother, her hands in the flow, watching the vitality that the living let go. Like you who play with the spill of the soul, how much of the me is the truth of the whole? She looks through the traveler, she looks through the bone, with a voice like the water that hollows the stone. Ekem leiken, Móðguðr nunarinnar, I am leiken, the mother of Wayne. Ekem gati the fötun riði hleknum. I am the hole in the bucket, the rust in the chain. Sjálfið helling þín eigi það sem heldur. The me is the pouring and never the whole. Einn nýst í straupnum sagan sögð. One spark in the river is the truth to be told. I have walked the red road, where the marrow is bone. I have paid in the silence to stand here alone. I have scoured the rot, I have carried the cost to reclaim the we where the I has been lost. Now answer the traveler, open the deep, awaken the secrets that the ages keep. The path drops away into absolute black, where the weight of the mountain is pressed on my back. I find the father of dark, the foundation, the floor, the one who was night before there was a door. Father, what is the weight that the sun cannot see? The part of the void that is living in me. He does not have eyes and he does not have a tongue, but his thought, it's the mind like a weight that is swung. Come nagelfari, under staðan steinin. I am naglfari, the foundation, the stone. Ekkem þögnin öll bænfellir í eitt. I am the silence where every prayer must fail. In sannu þungi það sem eftir stendur. The true weight is that which remains at the end. Guðurnir þínir horfnir og brenndir. When your gods are all gone and the light cannot bend. Þú takkerið sjálft í botnlausum sjó. You are the anchor itself in a bottomless sea. I have walked the red road where the marrow is bone. I have paid in the silence to stand here alone. I have scoured the rot, I have carried the cost to reclaim the we where the eye has been lost. Now answer the traveler, open the deep, awaken the secrets that the ages keep. The pressure is burning, the black starts to glow with the heat of the furnace that the roots only know. I stand at the gate where the 9 locks are fast, where sin marrow watches the shadows I cast. What is the weapon I'm too frightened to use, and what is the peace that I'm willing to lose? She holds the wounding twig, the edge of the soul, where the parts of the spirit are made into whole. Ekkem sin mara lásin og lykillinn. I am sin mara, the lock and the key. Vörður þess sem þú óttast að vera, the keeper of things that you're frightened to be. Vopnið sannleikurinn þú berar eitt. The weapon is truth that you carry alone. Látu friðinn deyja og gegnum blaðið. Unlock the wounding and walk through the blade. The jar is a lie, but the pouring is true. The struggle is solid in the dark and the blue. The weapon is awaiting behind the 9 locks, to be pulled from the silence by the chime of the rocks. Then nothing is guarded, the something is clean from the spill and the silence. The lesson is gleaned. The tree only thrives when the rod is the cost and the we is reclaimed. When the eye has been lost. The story is shed. I walk through the furnace where spirits are fed. I give up the me for the weight of the we, to let the long river flow back to the tree. Answer the traveler, open the deep, awaken the secrets that the ages keep. I stand where the boundary is jagged and thin, at the teeth of the hound, the judge of the skin. I seek the one who watches the line, to ask of the spirit in the ancient design. Garm, witness of the final breath, what is the purpose of this descent into death? Ekkem garm, fester við gnipa helli. I am garm, the bound at the mouth of the cave. Ekkem deiglan þar sem sjálfið mætir sínum enda. I am the crucible where the self why the living must wither and die. Reisvelgiter of the fallen form, why must the rot be the heart of the storm? Ekem reisvelger, hörnin á veraldar jara. I am reisvelg, the eagle at the world's height. Ekem raving inner breytir, rotnun I vind. I am the motion turning rot into flight. Það sem ormurinn tætir, það dreif ég til lofts. What the serpent is, I scatter to the air. Svo veröldin kafni eisinn I eigin stöðnun, lest the world choke on its own stagnant despair. Ek flýg eigi upp, gakk niður at rótum. I fly not up, go down to the base. Leita the mimis I neðra I öðrum stað. Seek mimir below, in a different place. The marrow is sundered, the story is shed. I walk through the furnace where spirits are fed. I give up the me for the weight of the we, to let the long river flow back to the tree. Answer the traveler, open the deep, awaken the secrets that the ages keep. I kneel at the well where the memory is bone, where the head of the sage sits in silence alone. I seek the guardian of the whispering stream, to find the truth hidden behind the dream. Mimir, keeper of the hidden well, what is the secret that the living cannot tell? Ekki mimir, minnið í djúpu vatni. I am mimir, the memory in the deep tide. Ekki sprungan í sálinni sem þú reynir að loka. I am the crack in the soul you struggle to hide. Sárið ekki lítið, heldur einu dyrnar. The wound is no flaw, but the only true door. Þar sem rattirinn að dauðu anda í nútíðina, where the voices of the dead breathe forevermore. The well does not mend and the dog does not bite. The eagle is soaring through the heavy air night. The breaking is the forge, the decay is the breath. The wound is the lifeline that conquers the death. The courage to bleed is the power we lost. The line only breathes when we carry the cost. The marrow is sundered, the story is shed. I walk through the furnace where spirits are fed. I give up the me for the weight of the we, to let the long river flow back to the tree. Answer the traveler, open the deep, awaken the secrets that the ages keep. The breaking is done, the wind is in motion. The wound is left wide, the line is continuous. marrow is heavy with the weight of the old, as the secrets of ages in the blood start to fold. I reach for the truths that the living have veiled, where the ego has withered and the eye has failed. Through the cracks of the world, the ancient breath flows. The Hugr returns as the memory grows. The air of Midgard is thin, a strangely hollow bite, with no more roots to climb or mountain depths of night. I break the surface where the light is frozen gray, carrying the eightfold secrets of the deep down way. The singing stone is silent, its melody has died, while the giantess is waiting by the riverside. She stands like a weathered stone upon the jagged, broken path, with eyes that hold no sorrow and a face that holds no wrath. Are you she who sat within the hollow of the hill, who kept her own cheeks dry while the world's tears started to spill? Is it true you are the trickster, the one who wears the mask, who hid within the giantess to perform a hidden task? Why did you let the bright one go and let the beauty die? Thugger looks with unblinked eyes across the barren ground, to tell of Helgi's spirit and the gore within his mound. How Sigrun wept so violent that a grief became a flood, drowning her beloved in a tide of salt and blood. Ekam thug in thurag in the Helenum, I am thug the dry jig in the cave. Ekam yodhe thegar atlir arir katl, I am the silence when all others crave. Loki gæti þess sem verður að vera kyrrt. Loki guards that which must remain still, svo lífið fái rými til að anda, so life may find the room and the will. The marrow is heavy with the weight of the old, as the secrets of ages in the blood start to fold. I reach for the truths that the living have veiled, where the ego has withered and the eye has failed. Through the cracks of the world, the ancient breath flows. The Hugr returns as the memory grows. Stop your mourning, cried the ghost from underneath the deep, for I can find no peace while you continue here to weep. Every tear the living shed becomes a heavy rusted chain, binding up the spirit in a house of iron and pain. The collective grief of Midgard was a self of Baldur's light, the prison made of mourning that kept him in the night. The final secret is a cold and radical flame, that we must end the life to save the ancestral name. Spare the tired spirit from the living selfish greed and the hunger of the ego in its never-ending need. By withholding that one tear, the tricks to set him free, to melt into the current and the roots of the great tree. To stay dead is to be liberated from the singular me, to become the everywhere and let the spirit truly be the nine. Teach that we must let the heavy past go, so the bloodline's river has the space to freely flow. The tree only thrives when the rod is allowed its place, moving through the lineage with power and with grace. The iron of Kong is the strength within the soul, the eagle's cold wind makes the fragments a whole. The wound of the sage is the mouth of the line, where the dead and the living forever entwine. The dark is no dungeon, the dark is the spring, where the voices of the fathers are starting to sing. The marrow is heavy with the weight of the old, as the sea ancient breath flows.